Mackenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your Halloween cattle industry headlines. I hope you all have a spectacular day. This update is brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They help you manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, AgRisk Advisors provide honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions that help you minimize risk and maximize profitability for your farming and ranching operations. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to AgRisk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. Drovers has reported, according to Steiner Consulting Group, freight costs are likely to remain elevated through the winter despite the recent decline in crude oil prices. The U.S. Energy Administration's recent update put inventories of diesel and heating oil at just 106 million barrels, well below the 5-year range and also at a low end of the range for the last 40 years. Last week's average heating oil price was pegged at $5.70 a gallon. That's up 68% compared to last year at this time. And the average price of diesel right now is right around that $5.34 mark. That's up 9.2% just in the last 4 weeks, and that's up 44% compared to what we were paying last year at this time. Normally, the price of diesel will somewhat coincide with crude oil prices since it's the biggest contributor to its production cost, but the spread of diesel versus crude has widened significantly this year as the market has been unable to bolster supply quickly enough to keep up with demand. So really quick, the cheapest diesel in the United States right now can be found down in the Gulf Coast where they are paying $4.99 a gallon. And of course, the most expensive is out in California. They are paying $6.33 a gallon. Drovers has also reported the Cherokee Nation in Tahlequah, Oklahoma, has officially opened 1839 Cherokee Meat Company, an $8.5 million USDA and state certified meat processing plant. The goal of the meat company is to help grow economic development through agricultural programs, as well as address food security through sustainable and locally sourced meat for Cherokee citizens. The 12,000 square foot facility will be operated by the tribe's business arm and is expected to grow in phases. To start off with, surplus animals from the Cherokee Nation's bison herd will be harvested, but eventually the plan is to establish a local farm-to-table operation featuring lean bison meat. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. They're going to be in Stanford, Kentucky, hosting a school on November 25th and 26th. If you want to learn more about this, go ahead and head on over to their website, www.circle5cowschool.com, or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Meeting Place has reported last week the Brotherhood of Railroad Signalmen announced its members voted against ratification of the national tentative agreement reached on September 15th. The union represents more than 6,000 members affected by these negotiations, and the members' main issue with the agreement is paid time off for illness. The rejected agreement would provide rail employees with a 24% wage increase during the 5-year period from 2020 through 2024, including an immediate payout on average of $11,000 upon ratification. A White House spokesperson said the country isn't facing an immediate rail shutdown and the administration is in regular contact with the unions and rail carriers. Meeting Place has also reported the DOJ has opened a civil investigation into grower contracts and payment prices, according to a regulatory filing disclosed by Pilgrim's Pride. According to the Wall Street Journal, other poultry companies have received similar notifications. In recent weeks, the USDA's Agricultural Marketing Service proposed a rule that would give contract poultry growers more leverage in their marketing agreements with processors in an effort to improve transparency in the tournament ranking system that processors use to determine payments to growers. The National Chicken Council has called for USDA to withdraw the proposed rule, claiming the current system is efficient and incentivizes the production of quality poultry meat at an affordable price for consumers. This update is also sponsored by the United States Cattlemen's Association. USCA's annual meeting and Cattle Producers Forum is this December 8th through the 10th down in Nashville, Tennessee. They have quite a lineup of speakers, including Trey Wasserberger of North Platte, Nebraska. He is one of the producers involved with Sustainable Beef, the $325 million processing plant that will be built down in North Platte, Nebraska. If you want to learn more about this event or if you want to get registered, head on over to www.uscattlemen.org. Finally, MarketWatch has reported U.S. inflation rose 0.3% in September, aided by lower gas prices. But prices of goods are still going up, even if they aren't climbing as fast as we saw earlier this year. Even though we saw gas prices decrease in September, we saw food prices along with housing and transportation prices increase. Even though the rate of inflation isn't soaring like we saw a few months ago earlier this year, like I just said, prices are still increasing for a lot of things across the board, which continues to put pressure on the Federal Reserve to keep raising interest rates until inflation really backs off. But of course, rising interest rates mean higher borrowing costs, which causes consumers and businesses to spend less and will most likely throw our economy into a recession. Many economists and business leaders are now predicting a recession for 2023. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you are enjoying this gorgeous fall weather. It was absolutely beautiful here in central Nebraska this weekend. You guys have yourself a wonderful Monday, and I will catch you on Wednesday morning.